About 3 days ago, I was in the house adjusting my new fur eyebrows and trimming them, and my TV was on to the right of me. I'm in the house minding my own business, and a couple of Caucasian, looked like they was in their maybe middle 20s, appeared in a propaganda clip, and then they said, quote, "I hope you stab yourself in the eyes with them scissors." I was adjusting my eyebrows. Now I'm in here minding my own business. Now you see why I got so upset with Governor Pritzker, uh, Vice President Harris, and Joe Biden and state and federal government. These are hate crimes. Those propaganda clippings that can be used for good, good message can be used for bad too. And you should not be promoting propaganda clippings without audio. Like I said, I think it cost more than $1 million a second to run those propaganda clippings. And you sat in there for 5 seconds, that's $5 million. That could have went to something more constructive. I wish that you would cut it out altogether. So that's what I got upset with Pritzker about. He's in position to stand up and say, that looks suspicious. It don't look right. It can be intimidating. It can be provoking. What's good about it? Somebody standing there and a propaganda clipping without audio. So what he did was, he have a way of looking up on my wiretap household. He would take the content of my prayers, whatever he don't like about it, and bring it back to me. You ain't got no business looking at my household doing anything. These are hate crimes committed against me, and I don't owe nobody no apology for open rebuke. So I wish you would find out who those people are standing in those propaganda clippings and find them. Same thing with America. When they get together in unity and strength and want to force the breaking of the law against somebody, that's more money for you. You stand up. You don't give them their way. You find them. You take it out their pocket, And when they see that you're not going to stand for any kind of breaking of the law for whatever reason, you do nothing outside the courts and you don't give them the right of way. That's when you have a party jacking up the taxes on ignorance, human ignorance. All right, so you don't go around committing hate crimes against anybody and having a party with it. And another thing with Gerber, they sent me my my payment back that I paid for life insurance. Gerber was on the other website, and I see how they fold their hands, and they get excited to hear whatever episode is going to happen to me in my life yet. I mean, you have, as a USA government, from back in the day, you have inspired worldwide misconduct against my life. I have no criminal background, and I don't appreciate carrying the load of somebody else's misconduct. You don't have the right to destroy my pursuit of happiness. You don't have the right to let these two-legged hyenas, pretty much know anything about me that I did not open the door or send you a letter to know. So you have to pay for all of your misconduct against my life and against my family name. Now, again, I'm asking for $500 trillion, half of that $90 billion, and whatever you do with the other $500 trillion, I would ask you to pay, like I said before, the countries that Bush Jr. destroyed: Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, Tunisia, Syria, $2 trillion. And I still want you to take the universal census of everybody that is over the age of 25 and over, and give them no less than 1 million and no more than 2 million out of the 500 trillion that you have left. And I don't want to go into any details about September 11, 2001. God knows what happened. I know what happened. There's a wise proverb that says, if you give ear to a liar and repeat what they say, they have caused you to tell a lie. Your news media gave ear to a liar in those days. That's what I will say. But there was one woman out of all the families that settled for the 1.4 million of the victim family of 9/11. That was one woman didn't take it at all. She said, "I believe God." God showed her that the events of 9/11 was a retaliation against him. It was a retaliation against me. I desire that you find that one woman that didn't take the 1.4 million, and out of the 500 trillion that was left over to split with you, give her 10 million, because I also believe God. No government is going to drown up my voice, because I knew the day would come where the smoke would clear, then I would rise up and speak. I knew the day would come as you sold my privacy. I didn't allow it, but she believed God. Now, I want everybody to have a piece of the pie because I believe God. So after you pay her the countries that Bush destroyed and ignited war in, and they give me my 500 trillion and whatever that Joe Biden put in Cash App. I hear the sum. He said $1 billion, but propaganda said it was. I don't know who the men were. Federal Bureau officers telling on the boss or whoever. I don't know who they were. They said it was 1,400,000,000 put in Cash App. Give me what I ask and terminate these people out of my life because you don't have the right to do anything outside the courts. The courts was created by God. And when you think that it's a time to turn it into a satanic bowl, it's not. So, Gerba, my life insurance policy, I heard them say inwardly about 2 years ago. That's the older man that worked for Gerber. Maybe he's in his late 70s, early 80s. He appeared to be a tall man, maybe 6'2" or something. All white hair. He wears a bald cap. I saw him in a propaganda clip, and he said, well, if Colonial Penn don't want you, we don't want you either. So if we reject it, who you going to? Colonial Penn? So you don't have to do anything to these people, Mr. Biden, Vice President Harris. They hate you without a cause. We're born in darkness. We're born dead, born demons. And they find everything funny. You get these unfunny people out of my life, you have the same trouble that I have. And that's where, again, God saying, Joe Biden saying, President Biden saying, well, you said God is going to kill us. Yeah, well, you ain't the only one scared. Like I just showed you, I put my whole life up for him, And he promised me that if you lose your life for my sake, you will find it. And it's time for me to find it. And it's time for you to clear the airways of all this hate crime, propaganda, and people thinking they have the right to your household. They don't want to see what I'm cooking. They want something to point a finger at so they can say, give us our money back. No part of the money belongs to you. Stop this, whatever it is, grievous pimping of my household and giving them the right of way. It doesn't matter how many they are in number. Always take a stand against them when they want to do wrong. And you take it out their pocket. If they come to you with guns and knives and militia move, you get stronger. You don't get fearful. You use all you got. You dress up your men well, because they need to learn to stop their misconduct when you ask respectfully to stop. And nothing behind the word stop. Well, your kids like you and you made bread into. No, stop. Means stop. And don't go behind it. Don't say anything else behind stop. All right? Thank you.